Defiant, competitive, or contrary are all the big funny there.
The hell? Oh, Ekans.
Ekans.
Full picks. Cool. I know my Pokemon. Oh, yes! Picnics! You can get free crap. And heal! Yes!
Just casual people.
Oh! Geodude. Go to the plot in a second.
Just casual people having a picnic.
Ooh, fun. Oh, I love watching that in 3D. God, that's cool.
Alright.
Look at its eye.
Oh, yeah.
It only has one eye, but it has two skulls.
Yeah.
So the eye just kind of follows you. It's creepy. See? What?
Too bad Dusclops are ruin a competitive, because I actually kind of like the Dusknoir.
Too bad it's Sunday.
Those buildings would have been full of people tomorrow.
I just like the eye thing.
Okay, whoever you watch the fireworks with shows who you have the highest social link with. Also, I don't want to be that guy, but we continue now. I'll be fair and say we haven't done all of the DLC, but some people who had the DLC were apparently complaining about it having...
There you are!
Were apparently complaining about it having worse performance than the regular game. I'm going to be that guy. It hasn't really dipped that much with us. If anyone is having worse performance, I'm just going to assume you pirated. I hate being that guy, but I'm going to just assume you pirated the game, DLC, or both.
It's time for the Mount Rushmore Festival of Lights!
Yes. You see, that joke is even more funny because I believe what they were fucking changing the name of was a festival styled like this, because...
It's the Mount Rushmore Festival of Lights!
Because Japan has that, one festival in the summer I cannot remember the name of. They have that, mid-August thing. I cannot remember.
The Mount Rushmore Festival of Lights was an actual anime censoring.
Yes.
And then, out of all the dumb things for kids, covered up, they were actually pretty good for the most part in Pokemon.
Well, because in Polygon, they just passed them all, the two Japanese festivals in Polygon, which is hilarious.
What anime was the Mount Rushmore Festival of Lights in?
I think people said it was Detective,
Conan?
Yeah. Or Case Closed, if you're using the Japanese name. I think people said it was Case Closed. That's what I remember. But Polygon, and the funny thing is, both of these episodes are on that one VHS tape. They just sort of passed off the two things in Polygon as fictional holidays, and that's why they were actually mostly okay. Because the Girls' Festival about the dolls in the one episode, that's a real thing. That's a real Japanese...
There's a Japanese festival about doll collecting and Pokemon.
And Japan actually does have a holiday called Kids Day.
Yeah.
Again, both of those are actual Japanese holidays.
And, sorry honey, I agree with your brother.
What?
Everyone... So, look at her mask.
Mm-hmm. It's the one... It's the monkey.
What was the kid wearing? Her brother.
Wearing the teal mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what she said was interesting.
What?
So, the legends, if you were, reading the tablets and stuff, I can just truncate. The Loyal Three were said to protect the village from the evil ogre. So everyone likes to honor the Loyal Three from basically telling the evil ogre to, fuck off. Yeah. But her brother feels the ogre in the story is misunderstood, so her brother has the teal mask to represent the ogre. But her brother's a fucking weirdo and is kind of ostracized for being,
Because the mythology that this is, obviously taking
Candy apples.
because the mythology that this is obviously taking from. Also, is that just straight out Japanese, or is that the fictional language? Because that looks really fucking close to Japanese.
It's that fictional writing thing that they do in Pokemon.
Okay.
It's kind of based on Japanese and like English sort of squished together.
You know, was the one, I find it funny that it's like, oh, you're weird for using the ogre mask, but look, that guy's doing it.
Because they made the mask design, and there are a few people that use.
Oh, there are going to be a few people that do, but anyway, like I said, the thing we're obviously aping here is the story of Momotaro, where Momotaro got a dog, pheasant, and a monkey to basically
sizzling fried noodles.
To help fight.
Oh yeah, sweet. Catching power poison, item drop dragon, humongo fighting. Cool. Just looking at the stars.
Because the like.
Oh, masks. That's amazing.
What?
Pikachu and an Eevee mask.
Yes.
No, these assholes.
Of course they are.
I want to buy a mask, but there's no one at the store. Crab. Mommy, that person's just taking the mask. Is that okay? Pulls out a card that says like Korean champion. Never mind. Just shaped eyes. Yep. Okay, that's how I thought. Yep. Sweet. So I thought that worked. On item.
Rare candy.
Candy apples again. Ice cream, yeah, just a lot of the food things. Okay, yep. Gotta follow them around now. Hey, Chimecho. Ah, I'm glad I clicked on the Chimecho. That's adorable.
Yeah, because it moved.
Just following people around and just seeing if... Yeah. Okay, you can't actually talk to the person, but the Chimecho... Choo. Oh, is the map marking anything specific?
Doesn't look like it inherently. Just... Oh, there's an idol over there. Oh, can't leave the festival right now.
No, you can't ride Primal Rage.
Is that a space thing, or is it... Yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah, I can't leave the festival. Son of a bitch.
We're in plot lock.
The worst lock. I guess just go up the stairs then.
There is more to the area. I was just doing stuff. Hey, if there's anything in the... Okay.
Yeah, Fire Terror Shard. Oh.
Hey, that was mine!
Well, it's mine now. Anyway, like I was saying, because the, 3 legendaries were shown off before this point, I just said this, clearly, especially with, Ogre Pond having a very child design to it, they're, obviously aping, like I said, Momotaro and stuff here, because in the...
Okay. So okay, yeah.
Because, like I said, in the original story, Momotaro a monkey, dog, and pheasant to basically help Orgasm fight off the Oni, and the Oni were a metaphor for the Americans.
That's where the kid went, okay.
I'm not making that up. While the story of Momotaro is very old, I believe it actually got popular again during World War II because it promoted anti-American sentiment. Well, that's what it started to promote, because they realized they could use it as a metaphor for the, getting the 3 animals as a metaphor for basically getting everyone, across the country, regardless of what, part, be it city or rural, and it's pretty obvious why Oni are a metaphor for Americans.
Anyway.
Because Oni are typically depicted as larger with sort of more American styled hair in the sense of their hair is typically more unkempt.
Okay. This minigame. Gather berries, bring them to the tables. Yeah. Ogre balloons, pop berries. Yeah. Pledge one of your berries on a matching table.
Okay, so...
Yeah. Pokemon eat your berries.
Fucking greeting.
Yeah. Okay.
Use R to scare them off. Again, even in this minigame, while it does chug a little, the performance really isn't that bad, all things considered.
Okay. So I just need a couple of the gray ones.
Technically, the one thing, it only wants 2 of the gray, so...
Where was the stand?
You started...
There they are. Oh,
you still have 4 of the green ones on you.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Because that's the starting one that's relatively simple. Okay, this all makes sense now.
Yeah.
And also because you do need to fill it out for it to be cleared, you're going to want to grab
5 apiece.
You have 5 of those. The 2 you now need. That one and now head back.
I mean, this is the test level.
I would assume the story one is going to be really easy.
Aha! Mashy, mashy. Stage 3. 6 red and 8 of everything. Okay. That's 4.
So it's half.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3.
6 of those. 3. This will fill out the red. Now you can do that fills out the blue and fills out the green. You're done.
Go, 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 go.
You need to go get more green. It's this line right here. Okay, you're done now. Assholes. Ah, feds are here. Fucking Greedent, Snorlax, and the Munchlax are trying to take your berries.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's how you get the mochi.
You had to play that.
That's a stupid easy way to grind those.
Well, there's also some harder levels of that you can do in multiplayer. But
also, another thing is, if I remember correctly, I think it's that minigame, because people have absolutely no chill and have basically learned everything within a day of the DLC being out. If you beat that, like,
Have been defeated.
if you beat that minigame and get a really high score, I don't know what the score is right now, I haven't seen anyone list it. For completing that minigame, you will always get it. Now, again, I don't know what the score is, but you will get a Munchlax that is fixed to be shiny and has a special mark on it.
There you are.
But again, I don't remember what the exact score you need for that is. So yeah, if you want...
And yes, that's how you get the Mochi. And the Mochi...
What Snorlax is shiny? Is that one of the shinies that didn't really change a lot?
It's been a minute.
Oh, he's a bluish color. I think it's like a...
That was well known before, like, damn it. Game Freak and, like, Nintendo.
I remembered them talking about the Mochi, I just couldn't remember.
They had talked about the minigame. Yeah, oh my crap. Yep, okay.
Swift Mochi, Muscle, Mochi, Genius, Resist, and Clever. So, Swift is speed, Muscle is attack, Genius is special attack, I think...
Resist is defense.
And Clever is special defense.
Yeah, I think. Yep.
Yeah, special defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speed, attack. Yep.
And I believe the HP one is Healthy Mochi.
Cool. That works. And the thing about the Mochi, the Eevee items, there's also a white that entirely resets a Pokemon. Like, it entirely undoes, like, the Eevees. But, as a lot of people said, as you grind the Mochi, that becomes, like, a really decently cheap way to Eevee train. Because vitamins are expensive, yo. Aren't you adorable? Kill it!
It ain't hurting nobody.
Hello.
Just take the mask. Pawn.
Pun. Mysterious child is staring at you from behind their mask. It's a cool mask. Funny old. Listen to this, it's nuts. Zero talent for ousting ogres, I'm telling you. The ogres are disgusting. This should never be. It's just... Who was that?
Chase after the mysterious kid. How do you people not recognize...
Yep.
How do you people not recognize it's a Pokemon? I said, their legs are made of wood! Their legs are made of wood, and sprouts are growing out of their feet. How did you fuckers not recognize this as a Pokemon?
Could just be a small, ugly child. Come back, small, ugly child! You found the teal mask. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, what is your opinion on Ogre ousting? Most people think Ogre ousting gets way too hard, way too fast, and most people feel like you need a full party of other players in order to actually beat the hardest modes of Ogre ousting. And a general consensus was basically they designed Ogre ousting to be incredibly difficult to force people to pay for the online, because most people feel like you need an entire party of players if you actually want to beat the highest difficulty of Ogre ousting. And a lot of people also argue that in order to consistently beat the middle difficulty, you actually also need at least one or two other players, because most people feel like the difficulty spikes incredibly fast. And the common reason people feel like they did this was to force people to pay for the online in order to engage in multiplayer, in order to actually beat the highest difficulty, which a lot of people wanted to do in order to unlock that special shiny Munchlax. And that was the common reason that most people decided to do the hardest difficulty of Ogre ousting, because most people feel like the highest difficulty of Ogre ousting is not worth replaying at all once you unlock the shiny Munchlax, because most people will say the main reason to play Ogre ousting is the mochi, and even on the lower difficulties you do get a good bit of the mochi, while the highest difficulty can get you a good bit of extra mochi. Most people do not feel like it's worth the hassle, because you can constantly replay the lower difficulties of Ogre ousting and still get plenty of mochi. The only other thing of note that Ogre ousting can get you is the Masterpiece Teacup and the Unremarkable Teacup, which are the evolutionary items that let you get Sinistcha. So, if you need those items, they are decently easy to get in Ogre ousting if you play the highest difficulty. So, some people would recommend doing that. But in the Indigo Disc, the one item printer that was in the Blueberry Academy can basically print more or less every major evolutionary item and a ton of other super important and hard to get items. And someone actually figured out a way to manipulate the RNG of the item printer. So if you're willing to do a very simple trick to manipulate the item printer's RNG, you can basically force the printer to make any item you want, meaning you would not need to play Ogre ousting at all if you wanted those teacups, because you could basically force the item printer to make those teacups, and as long as your timing is correct, you will more or less get whatever you want 100% of the time if you follow the chart for manipulating the RNG. So at this point, there is really no reason to play the highest difficulty of Ogre ousting unless you want a little bit of extra mochi, but the lower difficulties give you a good chunk of the mochi anyway, so it's not like you really need the highest difficulty in order to get a good bit of the mochi. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. if you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media. That really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.